Meanwhile, the White House is announcing President Obama will make the first visit of his presidency to a U.S. mosque. He's scheduled to go to the Islamic Society of Baltimore on Wednesday, and we're told he'll hold a roundtable discussion with community members. The White House says it's all part of a push to celebrate the contributions Muslim Americans make to our nation at a time when rhetoric linking Islam to terrorism is growing. So, Julie, I've heard you say that reaching out to the Muslim community is important. Talk to me about this president's visit.
Well, it's exactly what George Bush did right after 9/11, which was the worst attack, again, by Islamic terrorists in our nation's history. He went to a mosque in D.C. and he said, our fight is not with Islam. Our fight is with these savages, and that's a very different thing than a fight with an entire religion. The fact, I'm actually surprised it took Obama this long. He should have done this a long time ago. We're seeing unprecedented violence directed towards Muslims around this country. It's unacceptable. These are not people who wish us harm, but just simply are getting attacked by virtue of the fact that they're Muslim. Sometimes you even have Sikhs attacked who are not even Muslim, but people think because they're wearing turbans that they might be Muslim.
Uneducated confusion.
Yeah, and they may be attacked. So the reality is that we need the president to stand up and show leadership and say there is a big difference between attacking an entire religion and attacking people who are opposed to us, and you cannot tarnish an entire religion. I'm only sorry it took him this long. I wish he would have done it years ago.
Yeah, and I know you've been critical of the president about how long he's taken to do certain things. However, there is a bigger issue with the mosque visit for you,
Yes,
Herman.
and that is Dr. Judy Jasser nailed it this morning. It's the wrong mosque. If you go and look on the website for this particular mosque, he is convinced, and I believe him because he studies this. He's one of the people.
He being the president?
No, Judy Jasser.
Okay.
Judy Jasser studies this, and he talks a lot about the peaceful Muslims in this country, and I do believe that there are plenty of them. Mm-hmm. This is the wrong mosque because there are definite ties between this mosque and the Muslim Brotherhood, and that is what upsets him.
Is that a
as
secret?
A Muslim. It's not widely known. I didn't know it until I heard him say it.
But it's not a secret.
It's the wrong mosque. It's the direct tie with the Muslim Brotherhood.
That has been an ongoing criticism as the president has tried to move forward in all of this.
Yes.
The misstep of ties with the Muslim Brotherhood. First of all, do you think that's fair? What's the criticism there?
Well, he makes it seem as if he and his administration want to go kissy-kissy with the Muslim Brotherhood. That is absolutely wrong. They definitely have terrorist ties, and Dr. Jasser, who I respect for following this, I agree with Julie. There are plenty of peaceful Muslims in this country.
Majority.
And it's not against all Muslims that this rhetoric that some people call hateful. And
so
no,
why did he
that.
pick this mosque, do you think?
I have no idea why he picks this mosque, but it's the wrong mosque, and I would agree.
Andrea's head's about to explode. I think she has a clue.
Well, I mean, we traditionally look at what President Obama has done and how he has reached out to the Muslim Brotherhood. They have been to the White House.
Yes.
The Muslim Brotherhood, the Democrats told us after the riots in Tahrir Square and Hosni Mubarak stepped aside, after we urged him to in Egypt, they said, the Muslim Brotherhood with direct terror ties has caused the deaths of Americans.
Yes.
They'll never run for office. No, they won't. And if they run, they won't win, Joe Biden said. Well, they did win.
Yes.
And they were a huge problem. They also were in the front row of President Obama's speech in Cairo. It's very disturbing. There are ties to the administration and this group, and so it's troubling. And I think, Herman, you make a good point, and so do you, Julie. I mean, if the president wants to condemn Islamophobia, you don't want anyone targeted, especially a peaceful Muslim. However, at the same time, at the other side of his mouth, he's saying that we can absorb another 9/11, and there's no existential threat. If he were fighting the radicals as tough as he was fighting Islamophobia, I could take him seriously, but he's not doing both.
I want to get Sandra in here, though. If you just flip this over and argue the other side of all of this, at least the president then would be walking into the toughest, if you will, criticized.
How about the timing of this, though? Why now? Why with a few months left? Why do you think he's choosing to do this now for the first time?
It's not a distraction. I think it's a shame. I think he should have done this before. I think he should have done this years ago. And the fact that he waited this long, there's no excuse. I'll say it again. Why is he doing this now? Probably because the time is running out. I don't know anything about this mosque. I have no idea whether what you said is accurate.
But why are they cozy with the Muslim Brotherhood, Julie?
I don't know that they are. This person said they are. I have no idea whether they are.
Why were they at the White House?
Who, the Muslim Brotherhood?
Yeah.
You're talking about the former president of Egypt, who now no longer is the president of Egypt.
Right, so why did this administration decide to back that sort of democracy promotion over others?
I guess the same reason the previous administration did, which is we're going to bring democracy to the Middle East. And as you and I both agree, it failed. It failed under the Bush administration. It failed under this administration.
Herman Cain dropping some news this morning.
Well, the media, not all, have ignored that connection about the Muslim Brotherhood. That's why Dr. Jasser's comments have fallen on deaf, quiet ears.
All right.